I'm here today with with AutoDoc. So what does AutoDoc do? So who here writes code? That's an obvious question. Everybody does. Who here writes documentations for their code? Oh, and who here loves writing documentations for their code? Oh, yeah. That number went down drastically, right? So what I did, so I came up with an automated pipeline to create documentation for your code. So it does two things. So first thing is that it creates documentations automatically, and second thing is it gives you a chat interface to interact with that documentation and all your scripts. And basically you can ask it anything. So it gives you an easy way to navigate your entire code base. You can ask it, tell me where the script is, and it will tell you where that script is. This is the workflow of the model. It's quite simple. This is the module, and so basically I pass the module as text and given its source path and the script, and then I convert everything into text, and then I feed it to an LLM, which creates a documentation. Then I feed that documentation into vector DB, and then use RAG to use my chat interface. So why should I use it, right? So first thing is it creates documentation 95% faster, and that is a low ball number. I think it's way much more faster than that, but I've given it just to show its performance. Everything is written locally, so I have not used internet. It's not connected to internet at all. Everything is running locally, so it's safer, it's private, it's much more cheaper, and it's much more customizable and flexible than any model out there. And our core demographic for this tool is developers, obviously. So like I said, it runs on NPU, it uses Llama 3.2, QNM using Onyx, it uses LMStudio, all the requirements for the submission, obviously. So time for the demonstration. So I have my chat interface here. So basically, right now it's running the interface for only one module. So I also create a tool for quantitative trading. So I created a module called GoTrade, which enables me to interact with several exchanges. So I'm going to demonstrate how to use this and how I use it for GoTrade. So now I have loaded the module GoTrade. Now I can ask a question. So I'll ask it, what is GoTrade? And gives me an output. And I'm assuming it's relevant, but you can read it and you'll find it that it's relevant. And I tell you that GoTrade is not available anywhere. This is a locally generated module that only I have the access to in the entire world. And it's giving something relevant, right? Just to show you that it's working. Yeah, it will. Oh, that's not correct. But there's only two exchanges on GoTrade, but yeah. That's the demonstration for my chat interface. The demonstration for the first half of the pipeline that generates files and that generates documentation can be found here. So basically, it requires me to run two scripts. Two scripts are called get files and doc.js. These two files, when you run it, it creates whatever I said automatically. Due to constraints of time, I can't run it right now. But if you run it, it will obviously work. To conclude my presentation, because of constraints of time, so the entire pipeline runs with just 3 commands. I ran it with when as well. So when was running significantly slower. And that's why I think using an NPU is significantly better compared to using a GPU-based implement. And also, I observed that the GPU that when the the GPU that Qualcomm has provided is not that good.
That's okay. You can continue. Finish.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm.
So, like to conclude, I have 3 more feedbacks. So first thing was that I think that there were some problems with the model because it was doing very bad when I was inputting special characters, like sentences with special characters. So it's very bad at doing that. I think because it's Llama 3.2 chat and it's like way more good for natural language, right? Second thing is that it did not work very well for like larger tokens. So whenever I was putting more than 300 tokens, it was producing garbage output, and also the generation was very slow. And I think the biggest drawback or the problem that I faced was that I could not use the tools along with the RAG feature in LMStudio, which basically made the process 3 steps, because if I had tools, I could have run the Python scripts automatically in the LMStudio interface. So to conclude, there's plenty of room for growth of the idea. I think that this is actually a very good business case, and it can be used as a tool that can be used within companies to generate automated documentation, and also for new developers or any kind of developer that wants to interact with the module. And just like it happens that you have been working on a module for 3 years and you forget that where the script even is. So you can just use the interface and find where the script is. So yeah, thank you.